everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are here on a beautiful afternoon for football. Today we kick off the new year with an NFC North matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Toronto Huskies. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And this is caught at the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Number 29.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Offense in a little bit of a bind here. 9 yards to go on third down.
Let's go. Blue, land it.
Back to throw. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So the folks here in the stands this afternoon, they're happy about that one. Their guys get the early advantage after the opening drive field goal.
And they should be happy. Their guys look good getting down the field.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up, see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 8 yards to go here on second down. On play action, they'll throw. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. And now a peek at the starters on the defensive side. Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. And some room to maneuver. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo.
The Giants are now on the clock. The Seahawks are now on the clock.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a trade.
Adam, what can you tell us about that last pick?
Matt Miller told me to look at a certain stat in regards to this defensive back, and that's average number of targets in a game. Not surprisingly, you see that number start to fall each week. He was a master of the bait and switch early in the year, on track to break records midway through the season. Eventually, quarterbacks gave up altogether trying to throw the ball in his direction, essentially taking away a receiver on every play. There's going to be an adjustment period now that he's in the NFL, but he certainly has the potential to be a shutdown defender for this team in the future.
The Chargers are now on the clock. All right, now that the pick's in, let's go to Adam. Adam, what can you tell us about this guy?
Hard, physical running is his calling card. There is no better display of what he's capable of than when he set a team record for rushing yards in a game, eclipsing the 300-yard mark. After that performance, he put the NFL on notice. Now he's arrived anxious to prove he'll be capable of ripping off big games in the pros, just as he was able to do throughout college. He should see a lot of touches this season, starting in the preseason all the way through what this team hopes is a deep playoff run.
Our very own Adam Schefter has more to say about this pick.
Well, he had a brief scare in the offseason, and I'm sure it scared a few teams out there as well. The combine ended abruptly for him after an undisclosed heart condition was discovered during a routine medical exam. Officials held him out of workouts and asked that he consult a specialist. Unable to perform any drills, he did stay at Indy and interviewed with each team. Following the combine, he visited a specialist and had surgery to correct the issue. I spoke with his agent, who was confident that it was an abnormal circumstance, and he assured me it wouldn't affect his play. Clearly, the GM was not concerned with this incident either.
The Toronto Huskies are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock. The Toronto Huskies are now on the clock. The Chargers are now on the clock.
And we appreciate it, Larry. It's our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the New Orleans Saints and the Toronto Huskies. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. It's caught inside the 25. They give him a gain of 38.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches. But when it happens right in front of you, when you're defending him, that just makes your day that much longer, and you just wonder, how are we ever going to cover these guys?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. 3rd down and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And did he get the feet down? No. They'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap. My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure if he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really?
Yeah, that he is.
How about that? What about Young Davis?
No, it did not. It did not cross.
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
So the opening drive for him here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The headshots here are the offensive unit. And what about Brandon Cooks?
If he's not a 1,000-yard receiver every year he's healthy in the league, I'll be surprised. Came out of college wanting to be a pro, studied all the best receivers in the NFL before he even got to the league.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. Back to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The 13 yards that time of the first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll give it to him right up the gut. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a 1st down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's 2nd down.
4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's got time in the pocket. He's going to... That's caught at the 25. They give him a gain of 37. Seated to my right, Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Toronto football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And they'll run it here. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming.
Well, after what we just saw, we know that with 3rd down coming up, this is not a gimme for the offense. They've got to figure out what they want to do. Do they challenge their offensive line and try and run it? Or do they go ahead and concede that this is a tough defense and put it in the air?
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They're never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
So that score... And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine.